So this comment out up here is food for thought, without profiling, any particular cluster of groupings, because this is the cluster where you'll hear a lot of these funny motivational quotes like "Don't make someone a priority when you're only an option," and then you hear some other dumb shit like "A woman's that Maya Angelou quote: A woman's heart should be so hidden in God that he has to seek him first to find it." Like, what the fuck is that, man? I told you your journey to liberation, your journey to another, to another world, to growth, to another dimension. You have to unlearn everything you were taught by your parents is a lie, by your teachers, fat lie, by your pastor, scam, by the government, thugs. eh? And we just came from one of the major experiments in our lives where the world is recalibrating, but you're still seeing some people are stuck in the same old deficient knowledge that they were brainwashed with, which kept them, which has caused the world to be where it is right now. The Gen Zs and everyone else on TikTok is making an effort to unplug, and but you guys are just there reading, consuming the same shit that has led you to this point of despair. Because what have it been? The last 3 4 years have been a massive social experiment for the elites. They have now created and found a way of suppressing the entire human population. We were in forced forced home prisons, yeah. And then many of you were forced, you without any empirical data, without any facts, without any research, you went there and gave yourselves to for vaccines that which have not even been tested on dogs, let alone humans. You went there, you were even your schools forcibly put your children through the same shit. You were ready to take your children to be vaccinated, yeah. And you are not even making an effort to know that all of these, you can't be the everything that you have learned now is the time to unlearn it. So these back to this cluster, these age groups. So I'll tell you what happens in Kenya, because people don't take an opportunity of just stopping and understanding, yo, what's happening over here. So the cycle is, first of all, primary school, you are rolling, you are doing very well. And then I remember somewhere standard six there, when we were almost approaching our teenage years, and then the women, there was all these curiosity about the changes in our physical features. Then the ladies would be called aside by our teachers, ladies alone, and then they would go there, and then they are told, this is what you do. All of it was just programmed brainwashing, yeah. So as for them, I think what they were being told is boys are bad, boys are bad. So it started within our toxic schooling systems, which is why I'm seeing teachers trying to tell me, oh, not all teachers are bad. No, no, fuck you, all of you guys are demons, man. Huh? You're demons, man. I don't understand how parents are not keen. But I saw Mukumu parents being tear gassed, and they were putting their politicians and the school administration. But you'll notice the school administrations are together with the police. So when parents, anytime you try and go there, you're always ready to be tear gassed by the same people you're paying your taxes. And even those police have parents also, but they are so stupid. They look at money first. Logic comes later, money first. So you go to that toxic schooling system, you go to high school. High school now, you go to these religious schools, you find those Catholic nuns there. They immediately you get there is just toxicity. You're on a steady diet of toxicity. By the time you're living there, first of all, you're so constrained, and then now you feel some element of freedom. You go to campus or college or whatever you want to do. So and then it's just a short-lived freedom, because now you're back into the routine that society has mapped out for you. So you move from there, and then you get your first dating experience probably after college or after university or within university. And then sometimes you date, this guy from when you're 24, and then maybe until 26. And then the guy, for some weird reason, I don't know why this shit happens. The guy from some weird reason, after dating all that time, you break up, and within 1 year he has married another chick. He's married another chick because most of the time is because he has noticed some element of toxicity. And you guys don't want to sit back. You have been programmed by everyone, all of these activists, I don't know who, motivational speakers, they're telling you men are these, what. Just driving a wedge between the genders, but they know where the toxicity has come from, because we and other than the Jay-Z who are doing the Why You Lying challenge, no, none of the people had ever confronted the schooling establishment in that, with that level of brazenness. You understand? So you are there, and then you are left kidogo, and then guy marries again. So it's such a confusing space for somebody when you're 28 years, your immediate ex has moved on and married within 1 year. So I'm giving you the most lethal people to find are 28 to 40, because now your Jama has moved on, he's married, he has his first kid, and then now you find this chick, you find this Chile. Chile becomes almost like a permanent clan day of that same guy who they are channeled for like another, could be a minimum of 2 years to even a maximum of 6 years. You're just in and out of a relationship with this guy who you could have things could have worked out, but then I don't know, maybe he was not at a good space in his career, or he didn't have the right money, or his parents or your parents did not approve of him at that time, or I don't know what. Then at some point, yeah, and all of these is external stimuli. You're being stimulated from your the people who you are beholden to, the institutions you are beholden to, which is the media, which is all these soap operas, all these toxic programming you're watching on Netflix. Netflix, by the way, if you watch, their profits have been slumping because these guys stopped entertaining people. Me, I just want to be entertained. Then I'm watching something, I realize, fuck, there's an agenda here. These guys are trying to push an agenda on me or on the younger people. There's something. So if you notice, their profits have been slumping. But of course, there's a critical cluster of people who are still who have made it their business to to feed on toxicity. It turns them on. Crisis. You go to Twitter, you just find all these eh, polarizing stories, because toxicity is your diet. Over and above eating bad food, you are still consuming bad content, and now food, that's food for the soul. The soul food you're consuming is toxic, so you're forever toxic, and you're there saying, don't make someone a priority when it's only an come on, cut people some slack. People are going through shit. Guys probably doesn't have rent, doesn't have whatever, and then you're there saying, but you become now within that cluster between 28 and 40, they are the people you meet, they start lecturing you. I remember there was this person I was trying to have with, and have something with, and she was in an empty house, no couch, no whatever. Now me, because I didn't have a 9 to 5 job, I was being given a lecture. You're not serious, you're not what. And she doesn't even have fucking furniture in her house, and she's lecturing me. This is what religion and motivational speakers and Maina and Kingangi have done to your heads. They've fucked your heads completely, and now that's why you are realizing, now you are dating somebody, and then people are smart, they realize, this one is toxic, anaondokea hiyo story haraka, chap chap, chomoka from that story in a rubber dub style, moves on, get somebody who you least expect, and then you're there questioning for the next 5 years. You're questioning, what did he see in that one that I don't have? And you, in your mind, you think you have everything because you have complied with the system, you have complied with the lies that you have been told, that if you follow this formula, you will succeed. And we have constantly said, and we have proven time and time again, that this formula does not work. The educational curriculum, however much the teachers force you to study preps, I don't know, whether or not, it will never take you to the next step, that you have to redefine, you have to readjust, you have to recalibrate how you approach life, and you have to start now making those changes now. But now, because you're so beholden to the structures that have kept you in a cycle of slavery, in oppression, you are continuously becoming a toxic element to your environment, to your immediate environment, to your friends, and you're pushing so many people away. And that's why you are messed up in